Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to take a closer look at Intel Corporation. The company just recently announced some more information about its Mobileye spinoff, and we actually have an IPO price and an IPO valuation. So let's take a closer look. Unfortunately, we can see it's kind of a red day for the overall market today. Even though it started off green, Intel right now is down roughly 2.2%, sitting very close to its 52-week low of $24.59. Right now sitting at $25.84.
I do want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and make sure to check out fool.com/Jose to get the top 10 stocks to buy right now.
So like I mentioned, we did get an update on Intel's Mobileye IPO process, and it's seeking a $16 billion valuation at IPO. And this is lower than previously expected. There were rumors earlier this year that the IPO valuation was going to be closer to $50 billion. So it's insane how the overall market has kind of changed this valuation dramatically. Just to put things in perspective, Intel did purchase Mobileye earlier in 2017 for $15.3 billion. So right, this is honestly, if they're that valuation at $16 billion, it does seem like they overpaid to some extent. I do want to say Intel is not planning on selling all its shares at once, but it is going to kind of get rid of some of its equity and to build up some cash, and we'll take a closer look. But for those that want to learn a little bit more about Intel's Mobileye unit and just understand the overall business, I did a recent video about 2 weeks ago. I'll post a link up here where I talk about the overall products, their overall revenue, and everything they hit. And also, if you are enjoying the episode so far, make sure to hit the thumbs up as it does help me grow my overall audience. If you want to support a little bit more, make sure to subscribe using my link at fool.com/Jose. So we can see on the recent Mobileye SEC form that they expect the initial public offering price to be between $18 and $20. And they're going to be giving out roughly 41 million shares at the beginning. So at the high end of that IPO price of $20 per share, 41 shares will be roughly $800 million. This is roughly 5 to 6% of the total equity of Mobileye if it's getting closer to that $16 billion valuation, right? So it does seem like Intel right now, they just want to push into the IPO, but they are not going to be unloading their shares. For those that are not familiar, one of the main reasons Intel's trying to kind of get rid of Mobileye is it wants to kind of create its own independent business outside of it, but also it wants to focus on other things like their consumer processors and also the manufacturing side. So they want to spin off certain markets that might not kind of get them in that direction. And most likely Intel's planning to using the money raised from this IPO to kind of further its investments into those other fields that I mentioned as it continues to fight off the competitive nature of AMD and NVDA. I mean, we can see historically in the past 3 years, Intel's kind of short-term and cash investments have decreased, especially in the most recent quarter. Another thing that continues to get burned is their free cash flow quarterly. We can see the most recent quarter was negative $6 billion, and they do have a nice amount of debt. They are going to continue to raise that debt to kind of increase those other markets that they're trying to hit right now. So what it does seem Intel is doing is they're kind of starting off this IPO. They're going to get rid of 5-6% equity and hold on to the rest, maybe as valuations, maybe as the market continues to rise and the valuation gets a bit higher, they're going to sell off a little bit more share, build a little bit more cash, and use that cash to invest in their manufacturing and in their kind of design team as well. At the end of the day, I'm not a shareholder of Intel. I do want to say, even though there's numerous reasons to be bearish in this stock, there's also numerous reasons to be bullish. This is definitely a company that can turn things around. So I wouldn't say it's a complete dead end for the company. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.